Hey, I'm AJ, and this is Power Publishing. Hey, Power Publishers. We're about to get into one of the segments of this program that I'm very excited about, which is pricing. I know it doesn't have the glamour of game design and game development and making these fun things that we love to make, but this is why we're going to be power publishers and not just running a project or managing a side hustle. We're going to get to where this can become our living, our day job, our livelihood. And to do that, you're going to have to be good at the economics and the other parts of your business. So I've been talking about this a lot. I think this is a big reason why Van Ryder Games has a competitive advantage, and why there's no reason why you can't also gain that advantage by being very good with your economics and with your pricing. So the first part of this is we're going to be talking about unit margin today. I've put together a worksheet for you. So I'm going to share that with you. Power Publishing members, if you're not a member, go ahead and join the program. This is just the beginning, and you're going to get a ton of great insight for not a lot of cost. So without further ado, let's jump in. And just keep in mind, this is going to be a multi-part segment. It could go over the next several weeks as we cover this, because there's a lot to cover with pricing. So that's it. Let's get to the lesson. All right, here we go. Let's talk about unit margin. So this is kind of a precursor to have before we have our pricing strategy discussion, because we need to talk about how to calculate unit margin. Unit margin is the amount you are making on each one of your products that you sell, on your game that you sell. So I have made this worksheet here. It's pretty basic, but like most things, you can get as into the weeds or as detailed as you want on this kind of stuff. I'm going to show you a very basic unit margin formula and calculation, and you're going to be able to sort of think about this and do this. If you're not already doing this, I highly recommend. You need to know the economics of your product. So let's jump right in, and I'm going to make this accessible, this file, for Power Publishing members to use, and you can make edits, change it around, fit it to your product as you see fit. And then as we move forward into the month, further into more discussions, we're going to build on this and talk about the whole overarching strategy of pricing. So let's get into it. So this is actually a model here for unit margin, and we are going to be applying this to our game, which is called the next best thing. Obviously, this is made up, as are all of the numbers going to be made up, but you can kind of use this as a barometer, as a test run, to kind of how you should be thinking about this. So you'll notice here a lot of the cells are highlighted in yellow. And the reason for that is because these are inputs. These are where we can go enter some information that we have, or some estimates that we have from a variety of different places. So that's what that is. All of the values in the white cells are calculated values. They are going to update based on whatever you enter in the yellow cells. So what is unit margin? Well, let's look right here. So unit margin formula, the formula for unit margin is price minus total variable cost equals your unit margin.